They say the ocean holds more secrets than the stars above, and within the vast blue of the Atlantic lies a place so shrouded in fear and mystery that its name alone sends chills down the spine. Welcome to the Bermuda Triangle, a stretch of ocean that has swallowed ships and people without a trace, baffling scientists, terrifying sailors, and igniting decades of conspiracy theories. As we dive deep into the heart of the Bermuda Triangle to uncover the dark truth behind one of the greatest mysteries on Earth. Located between Miami, Bermuda, and Puerto Rico, this area forms a triangle covering roughly 500,000 square miles of ocean, infamous for being the last known location of numerous vanished vessels, with stories dating back centuries that speak of ghost ships, disappearing aircrafts, magnetic anomalies, and inexplicable phenomena that logic and science. The first major incident to bring public attention to the Bermuda Triangle was the disappearance of Flight 19 in December 1945, a group of 5 U.S. Navy bombers on a routine training flight that suddenly lost communication and vanished without a trace, followed by the rescue plane sent to find them, which also disappeared, leaving behind nothing but silence and questions. How can 6 aircraft disappear in modern history without any evidence? This was not an isolated incident, as decades before that, in 1918, the USS Cyclops, a massive Navy cargo ship carrying 309 men and 10,000 tons of manganese ore, vanished en route from Barbados to Baltimore, leaving no distress call and no wreckage ever found, making it one of the single largest non-combat losses in U.S. Navy history. Then came the mysterious vanishing the Tudor Star Tiger and Tudor Star Ariel in 1948 and 1949 respectively, both British aircrafts with experienced crews and modern technology for the time, disappearing over the triangle without any indication of trouble. And let's not forget the infamous DC-3 flight in 1948 that vanished just 50 miles from Miami with 32 people on board, a fully functional aircraft with no mechanical issues and clear skies, simply wiped off the radar without explanation. Skeptics argue that the Bermuda Triangle is a myth fueled by human error, tropical storms, and coincidences. Yet the sheer number of disappearances in this particular zone, over 1,000 in the past century, raises chilling questions about whether something more sinister is at play. Some scientists point to powerful undersea currents like the Gulf Stream, which can rapidly sweep away wreckage, making recovery nearly impossible, while others highlight the sudden and unpredictable weather patterns in the region that can turn calm waters into deadly traps within minutes. But even these natural explanations fall short when faced with cases where no mayday calls were made, where experienced pilots and captains disappeared without any signs of distress, and where no debris was ever recovered. Else could explain the triangle's terrifying legacy. One theory that has gained popularity is the idea of magnetic anomalies in the region, areas where the Earth's magnetic field behaves abnormally, potentially interfering with navigation systems, causing compasses to spin, and confusing pilots and sailors who suddenly find themselves lost without bearings. Some researchers argue that the Bermuda Triangle is one of the rare places on Earth where true north and magnetic north align, creating a navigational black hole that has disoriented travelers for centuries. Others take this even further, proposing the existence of underwater crystal pyramids, alleged remnants of an ancient advanced civilization like Atlantis, that could emit electromagnetic pulses, disrupting electronics and creating the bizarre conditions reported by many survivors. Speaking of survivors, their testimonies often include tales of sudden fogs, strange clouds, time distortions, and mechanical failures that defy scientific explanation, such as Bruce Gernon, a pilot who in 1970 claimed to have entered a tunnel of clouds over the triangle and experienced what he described as time warping, arriving at his destination 30 minutes early without explanation and with instruments malfunctioning during the flight. Incidents like these have fueled speculation that the Bermuda Triangle may be a naturally occurring wormhole or a gateway to another dimension. Theories that have long fascinated quantum physicists and science fiction enthusiasts alike. Could it be that what lies beneath the waves is not just an ocean floor, but a portal, an interdimensional passage that sometimes opens and pulls objects, people into a different realm never to be seen again? Further supporting this idea is the baffling story of the SS El Faro, a modern cargo ship that vanished in 2015 during Hurricane Joaquin, despite having the most advanced navigation technology, weather alerts, and a seasoned crew, leaving investigators puzzled as to how such a vessel could disappear so completely and why distress signals ceased without warning. And what about the unexplained sonar readings, strange underwater formations, and unmarked anomalies discovered by deep-sea explorers, some resembling massive structures or pyramids lying on the ocean floor, too symmetrical to be natural, but too deep to have been built by modern humans? Could this be the ruins of Atlantis, a lost civilization spoken of by Plato that once possessed technology far beyond ours and now lies buried under the sea, still emitting energy or triggering events that distort reality in the triangle? And if that's the case, what happened to Atlantis, and is its downfall connected to the curse many believe still haunts the region today? Others link the Bermuda Triangle to UFO activity, citing numerous sightings of strange lights, metallic crafts, and unidentified flying objects reported by pilots and ship crews over the decades, suggesting that the area may be a hotspot for extraterrestrial monitoring or even abduction, with claims of aircraft vanishing instantly in the presence of bright flashes or silent hovering objects. In 1978, a pilot named Frederick Valentich disappeared over Australia, and though not within the Bermuda Triangle, his final radio transmission describing a strange object hovering over his aircraft mirrors accounts reported near the triangle, raising the chilling question, are these disappearances the result of alien interaction? This theory gained more traction after declassified documents and Navy pilot footage confirmed unidentified aerial phenomena, UAPs performing maneuvers far beyond human capability. And if such technology exists, could the Bermuda Triangle be one of their bases or research zones? But not all believe in aliens. Some think the triangle is cursed, perhaps by ancient rituals, shipwrecked souls, or indigenous spirits protecting sacred ground, a supernatural explanation rooted in folklore and old maritime tales that speak of sea monsters, phantom ships, and ghostly voices calling out from the mist. And if you think this is just fantasy, consider the consistency in reports over centuries from different cultures, all describing the same feelings of dread, disorientation, and disappearance. Can that really be coincidence? Another possible explanation is methane hydrate eruptions from the ocean floor, which can create massive bubbles that reduce water density and cause ships to sink instantly without leaving debris. But while this explains some shipwrecks, it doesn't account for missing planes or the electrical malfunctions reported in many cases. The mystery deepens when you consider that no other region on Earth with similar traffic sees the same number of vanishings, prompting the question, is the Bermuda Triangle a unique natural phenomenon or a carefully covered up truth by governments who know more than they let on? Why has there been no large-scale international investigation despite the lives lost and questions unanswered? Could there be a conspiracy at the highest levels to keep the triangle's secrets buried, perhaps to hide technological experiments, ancient artifacts, or extraterrestrial contact? And if so, what are they protecting and why? Whether you believe in science, spirits, or space beings, one thing is certain: the Bermuda Triangle remains one of Earth's most enigmatic and terrifying mysteries, a place where reality seems to bend and time itself can vanish along with anything that dares to cross its invisible borders. So the next time you look out over the ocean and see calm waters, remember that beneath those waves lies a vault of secrets the world is not ready to face. Subscribe now to The Chosen Vault to uncover more chilling truths that others are too afraid to reveal.